Hello everyone, my name is the Emerald, and today we're going to be talking about I'm updating my video on the free but limited 5-star character. We've got information that it is actually not going to be the new characters, which is a bummer, but actually from specifically a limited 5-star from the old list. Now I made a video about this. I haven't uploaded, but I made a video going like, oh, what it could all what you should get if you for based on the characters. And I thought, because I assumed it was gonna be like a huge array. It's actually not. It's actually gonna be a very limited list, which I think sucks, but it is what it is. So you aren't ready for this list, guys. I think this list is not great, but yeah. Without further ado, here's the list. It is Acheron, Aventurine, Sparkle, Jinglio, DHIL, Kafka, and Jingyuan. Now, this is all subject to change, so obviously some characters might move around. Sparkle is supposed to be fixed, not really surprising that one. It's again so it's for Sparksy, for people who are going for Sparksy, it's for that. But this list is whew. So I have made I'm going to be putting them in the tier list of like who you should go for, who you should not go for, who is like best value, best not. Let me put this out forward by just saying, you don't have to get max value if you want the account. If you like a character and you really want them, go for it. I always say you should go for who you want over who you need. Always. It's a gotcha at the end of the day. I cannot tell you, hey, this is the best option. If you don't do this, you are stupid. I can't do that. Right? There are obviously better value characters, but just because it's better value doesn't mean you absolutely have to go for it, because maybe you don't want them, and that's fine. Sorry, just my mic. All right. So without further ado, we'll start from left to right with Acheron. And Acheron, it's hard for me to give any value to her. I think she is now purely collection, personally. I think Acheron, even with specific teammates, just doesn't perform as well as she used to. She really needs a buff. I hope she gets one at some point. Not immediately after, because I think there are some characters before her that need it, but I do hope she gets buffed. I think she needs it. Next is going to be Aventurine. Initially, I said he was a must-get. On rethinking, I think he's still solid. I think he's solid. He's not bad or anything, but I do think his shield can be a little iffy at times, and like the value he's providing compared to other characters is not too grand. But he's not bad. I still think if you don't have full 3 sustains, because they're pushing for 3 teams now, if you don't have a 3rd sustain, he's a nice option to get from this list. So there's that. Sparkle. It is the only character on this list that I will say is a must-get. I think Sparkle is a must-have character. Her buff makes her much more universal than she was before. She's useful for a lot of teams, especially for the upcoming Sparks coming out in the same patch. So if you want to get that going for yourself, this is a great character. You can start farming for yourself now, all that, yada yada. Really good character. She works for a lot of teams. She works for Archer. She works for DHIL. She works for Jingyuan. She works for the new Sparks coming up. She works for a lot of characters. So, next, Jinglio. I don't know how to say it. Man, it's hard to really give this character some value. I am personally going to say collection. I just can't in good faith recommend this character at all. I think she's definitely at the lowest point she's ever been. Even with the buff, she is just mediocre. I think I told people about this a while ago. When she got the buff, I did not like that she was changed purely to max HP. While I don't understand why, she had a bigger HP pool and attack pool. The problem is it changed her teammates entirely, so now the teammates that she used to have no longer work, and now she needs HP-based teammates, which are being clogged up by Remembrance. Didn't help her character, and then when she came out, her damage was just lackluster. Wasn't all that great, and it just didn't work out for the end of the day. I think she was the worst buff character out of the 4, and she's going to remain that way. So, yeah. There's that. DHIL, it's really hard to recommend this. I am more inclined to say he's a bigger option, right? I think he's much more worthwhile option because he can get buffed still, so he still has potential. Jinglio is just kind of cooked. So, she's got buffed and it wasn't enough, so I don't think there's anything we can do for this character, personally. I think she's already in the gutter, and I don't think there's any way of easily recovering unless they make a teammate specifically for her, and I think we're too far past that point. So, yeah. DHIL is at least can possibly get buffed, and with the Sparkle, he can work well, but until he gets buffed, I still think just get for collection if you don't have him, and give everyone else on this list. Keep that in mind. Kafka, the only character on this list that I would say needs teammates. It's really hard to say you should get Kafka if you don't have high ceilings and Black Swan. Without those two, it's really hard to run Dot. While she is the crux of Dot, she also needs her teammates, right? It's not like she can do everything by herself. So yeah, I do hope that at some point they drop more, like they drop another Dot option, something along those lines, so it's not like completely one, like you need one specific team setup and then that's it. So yeah, and then Jingyuan, this is a border of C for collection and don't even bother. I would say it's C for collection. I want to put him don't even bother because I have very little faith they make an Air Edition character good with the buff, but I could be wrong, right? It's possible they make him good, but Jingyuan is a very interesting character. He was the second character to ever release limited 5-star wise, and he wasn't all that great. On release he was solid, right? Then he kind of fizzled out for a while because Air Edition sucked. Then when Sparkle came around, he became better again, and then he went back to obscurity. Then he came back with around Sunday release, and then he went back to obscurity. You notice the pattern. So hopefully his buff does help him a lot, but honestly, it's really hard to really say like he's that like a great option until his buff comes around. I may even do this. Yeah, I think so. I really don't think it's worth getting this character unless again you really don't have her, and you're missing her and you really want her. I'll say that like because she got buff. It's not like there's like any potential for this character. It's like nah, it's just kind of over. So, yep. That's my ranking of everyone here. Sparkle is the only character I would say is like a must-have of everyone here. Like if you don't have anyone here, she is the first person you should get. She is just that universally good. That buff, the buff she got is actually that good. Aventurine is solid because he's the only sustain on this list, and he's actually still an okay sustain. He's not like Link Shao where like it's starting to become like bad, but his shield is definitely starting to show some cracks. But I think he's still okay. Kafka needs teammates. She needs Black Swan and or Hycelins. If you don't have either or both, she just kind of doesn't do much. That's just how it is. And anyone here, these are characters that I think are right now bad, but with buffs could become better. I think with buffs could become really good. We'll have to see. I really hope Acheron and DHL get buffs. I think they absolutely deserve it. They're really in the gutter. So there's that. And then Jingliu is just, man, it's really hard. I can't, even if for collection purposes, it's so hard to recommend this character. It really is. But that's how it is. I am not a big fan of this list. I really am not. I really wish they added some more. I personally think they should add everyone from like 1.6 in this list, except for free characters like Topaz, and then some select characters in like Jade, for example, should have been added into this. I think Yun Li should have been here. Zhao Cho should have been here. I would argue Boot Hill should be on here. I would say, did I say Boot Hill? I meant Ratio. I said Boot Hill, didn't I? Black Swan should have been on here. Sparkle was going to be on here. And then I would probably say like Huo, but I guess they still see her value, so I guess that's why, right? They still see her value. And then Fei Xiao, yeah, this is probably what I would like add some more characters to entice it. Like Jade's still okay in some Ericsson teams. She's hasn't come back in a while. He's still okayish for Acheron teams. She's really good for dots. People like her. Rachel has been back in a long time, so it's just to bring in more options because I think this list is just really not great. I think there's only 3 characters here maybe worth your time, and even then one of them needs a whole team like built around it. So there's that. I'm not the biggest fan of this list, but it is what it is. So let me just move these out of the way. That's it for this video. I just want to make a video talk about like what you should get with this free limited 5-star if this is the list. Obviously this list could change. I hope they change out, like I would probably argue like Jingliu for someone else, like Sela or something, for characters who can still be buffed and be usable or become usable again. Or maybe past characters like Silverwolf, right? Like bring her back. Who knows? They might save her for her new version though. Who knows? So that'll be it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below who you might get for this, or you know if you don't care enough. Maybe you want a new character on this list that they should add, because I definitely know I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And yeah, that'll be it. End of this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.